Hello, everyone. Whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, give yourself 5 minutes of peace and quiet for the day that you've had. Just sit back and relax and say to yourself, I am enough. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. And I will continue to progress in my life. How are you all doing? I pray all of you had a wonderful week. It's raining here, so if you hear any raindrops or some rain hitting the window, it will be quite pleasing and relaxing. So, today I'm going to show all of you my glam bag, my makeup bag, however it's called nowadays, and share with you what I do and do not use. Honestly, I do not put makeup on as much, only for special occasions or, of course, Halloween. But all the brands that I'm going to show you, I'm not sponsored by any of them. Most of my makeup I have either bought through Amazon or another retail area. Okay. It's quite heavy. Hopefully this isn't too loud. If it is, just lower the volume. Okay. So, what do I have inside this glam bag? I have no idea. Only reason because I've been redecorating my home along with my family. It's the new year, so what we do is we don't wait for spring cleaning. We actually start looking very early, so this way we can find things that we were looking for last year. And I have a tremendous amount of makeup, and I found that I have a lot of hair products too, so that would be for another video. Now, usually I would read the name brands of the makeup, but you can see for yourself. And this is the medium powder. You can tell I don't really wear that much makeup. I'm probably one of the few who don't need to cake it as much. But when I do, it's when Mother Nature calls. That's what you want to say. Now, if you guys hear any noise in the background, it's either my two cats that are playing around, meowing, or whatever they do. If you're a cat person like me, you know exactly what cats do. You can see. And I don't wear much makeup. It does come with a sponge like this. Use one. My hands are tiny. That my hand. All the same. But this is one of the first brands that I used when I was introduced to makeup. Next one. Now, barely didn't even touch this palette. It's an eyeshadow, lipstick, blush, contour palette from Deck of Scarlet. I have a few products of theirs in here that I haven't used yet. Sorry, I'm drinking some water. And nowadays they call them emos, but for me, I was more known as goth, or people who didn't understand. They thought goth meant people worshiping the devil, and that's not true. We're just highly misunderstood, and we wear things that doesn't stand out, but we just don't want to be bothered with society and their nonsense. If that makes sense to anyone. And if it doesn't, then to each their own. I'm not here to judge, nor are you. So, it says here, this way. This is edition number 11. I didn't even know they had more than this. If you guys would like, I'll read that after I show you. Palette. Pretty. It's always been pretty. I like shimmery things, but mostly for my eyes. So, as you can tell, onyx, tan line, limoncello, bad behavior, moonstone. Top 3 are for your eyes And the bottom, of course, is for contour and blush. Then on this side, we have the lipsticks, Koi and Metal Rose. So, what are they all used for? Again, you can tell I barely use any of this makeup, so close the palette. This would be definitely my favorite. It says, no wallflowers here. We're all about splashy and high impact hues. Now, if all you're trying to figure out, if I can see, I don't have my glasses on, but I will try. Fun for a day or night. Call up your crew. It's going to be a wild one. The look is amped with limoncello and neon spark layered with shimmer. Pitch black onyx injects plenty of intensity around the eyes, fashionably laid but always on point. Your makeup sets the mood. Bad behavior goes a long way. On the cheeks. While our Go Glitter liquid eyeliner is AF. Oh, that's interesting. I never knew the glitter part was eyeliner. Okay. Amazing for selfies and designed to take you from date to dynamo in no time. Pucker up for the perfect kiss off a metal rose. Embrace those moments you never want to end. Bold, loud, and luxe from sun up till sundown. That's pretty amazing. I didn't even think. I'm sorry. Just keep bumping into my tripod. That's something. Sorry. One day, when I do, not great at makeup tutorials, but I will learn eventually. Okay. This is also, oh, I thought it was. I have an eyeliner similar to this from Deca Scarlet, but this is called Dead Sexy Liner. Can I show you? It's a company right here. Kiss New York Professional. My cat's running around. Can you hear that? Now, if you see why I'm on this side, coming a little offset, is because I have another mic on this side, so you guys can't hear on one side at least. I can try on the other. So this is what it looks like. I won't put it on my skin to show to you guys because I'm a bit OCD with my stuff. I don't like putting fingers or rubbing my own skin if I have to use my hands mostly. Most people would use their hands. I would actually get something similar to this, like a little palette, so I can use my makeup on that. My hands aren't, I mean, they are sturdy, but me and eyeliner don't work. We never do. Eyeshadow, of course, but eyeliner is not one of my fortes. I will learn. Now, these two. I cannot tell you how much I love Wet n Wild products. Not only is it inexpensive, but the quality of their products for my face and the type of face I have, it's not combination skin, it's sensitive skin with some oily areas. Just some. It's not really that much. Most oily is my T-zone. So everywhere else on my skin is sensitive. But I love Wet n Wild, especially this is a Halloween type of makeup that I would use. Um, this one is same and cruelty free. Black paint point, white paint point. So this is not like foundation at all. This is more of just makeup you can play with. Eventually, I'm going to be dipping back into these things. I'll show you the white one first. Actually, a rich creamy. You can see I have some patches of red in there, and it was because I was playing around with makeup last year for Halloween, and some of the red got into the makeup, which eventually I will clean off. And this is the black and reflected off the light. You can see, there you go. Not much makeup at all. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. And I've had these for about 2 years. Let's check this one out. Yeah. I believe they were about $4.99, maybe less when I got it. May have been on special around that time. There's that collection of lipsticks. This one is Pretty Woman. All my maroon colors, they fit me best for my skin tone. I tried matte blacks or purples, reds. Reds are not a color for me. Not clothing wise, but makeup wise. It's not ideal. It's another one by It Cosmetics. It's called Love Story. Now you could tell. I'm sorry. This video is not meant to be perfect. It's just meant for your relaxation. For anyone who's a makeup guru, I believe that's what they call them, a makeup guru. Beautiful. Most of this video I'll probably be quiet. Maybe. I don't know. Next. Revlon. Cream 654. Once again, I'm not sponsored by any of these brands, but it's for your entertainment and for your pleasure. not much into red, but when it comes to these guys, it will work really well. That was the red that you see here. I was trying to put my lips white and for me to be able to contour and outline my lips. One is, I didn't see the name. Not that I can't see the name. It says Pink Renewal. I don't know if you can see that, but it is by Avon. Oh, sorry. This isn't such a bad color. I use this as a base when need be, but don't really use much of it. I'm near it to my skin tone in a way. I said I love shimmery things, so this I may have to get more clear nail polish to put in because this is and I'm gonna show you why. Because sometimes when you don't it's all this glitter, but not that much clear nail polish. You can see it's not even moving. It's down, nothing. Definitely have to get clear nail polish to put in here. Next one, I believe this one also called Lord have mercy. I've had these lipsticks for so long, the names I can't see them. But you will see the color. Ooh, strong. I wonder what nail polish I put in here. By far one of my favorites. I think they discontinued this color. You can tell. It's one of my favorites. So I narrow it down a little bit. See if I can see it up close on my end. So I can let you all know what this is. Although I don't think I'm going to be able to, not because I don't have glasses on, but because the writing is blurred. I have no idea. I like it's like a brown, but over a few hours it lightens up into this mauve color. So we go from dark burgundy brown to just a hint of it. Kid you not. I actually took the quiz and took this. This is pretty much close to my skin tone when the summers are around. Pretty soon I'm going to get a new one for the fall, winter, and spring months. As we tend to do, we're lighter during daylight savings for the fall and winter, and we're lighter, darker in the summer and spring, but it really depends on you. So this is great coverage foundation. I will never go back to any other foundation unless there's something by miracle that can not only moisturize, but this does not clog your pores at all. At all. It's literally full coverage. And although I do have concealers for like any dark circles or maybe some redness here and there, if I do have any abrasions. I have cats. You don't believe me? Look at the scratches I have. There's one here. My cats are not mean. They just like to have their meals at certain times or their treats. Sometimes I'm not home. Sometimes my husband would feed them at whatever time, and it just anyway. As much foundation as I've used in 2 years, and only for special occasions. And honestly, it would be so much makeup on the sponge. I use the wedge sponges. I'm old school. I've tried the what I call teardrop sponges, but it doesn't work for me. To each their own, for as long as you look pretty and you know that you look pretty and that you feel pretty. And nobody has to tell you that you're pretty. You know you're pretty. This is 070. Woke up like this, and usually, yeah. What I love about this foundation is it doesn't run. Say that you came home from a party or just from a family event and you just go straight to bed. On my end, I've never had to get to wake up and look at my pillow and see my foundation on the pillow. It doesn't happen with this one. Now, not everybody's like me, but again, I'm actually pretty lucky that I don't see any foundation or any lipstick or eyeliner or mascara. I don't think I have any mascara in here. If I do, it's probably clunky, so I may have to get rid of it. Let you know what this is in a little bit, but I wanted to show you. Well, it wants me to test it out. Now that is very translucent. But this is translucent powder. Excuse the way how I pronounce this. London? Did I say that right? If I did it, I'm sorry. I did London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. Which powder is it? In there? I use this mostly for the summer, especially when we don't like the dewy look. Watching my forehead. It's usually where I sweat most. So some of these products may be waterproof, some of them may not be. And then if they're not waterproof, which what I see, most of my makeup is not waterproof. I actually have a setting spray before and after. So this way, if I'm sweating in between applications of eye makeup or lipstick or maybe just contouring, I don't have to stop and put the dewy look and deal with the dewy look and blot. But the summers are not that great for me to wear makeup at all. it is. Hues. This is just an eyeshadow palette. You guys can tell I've really gone into it, especially this nice maroon. I like dark colors. You know, I'm a spring baby, but I love dark colors. I don't know if that's a thing, or uh, maybe because of my skin tone, or maybe the seasons that I love the most, which is fall and winter. Spring is pretty nice, and summers aren't great. But I got this at, I'm thinking maybe Target, or what's the name of this? uh, TJ Maxx or Burlington, one of the two places, or three, I should say. It doesn't really have a description of what the names are. It just says eyeshadow palette. And that's what you see. No mirror. No mirror whatsoever. I would go into all these lipsticks, but to show you black matte lipsticks that I have. Now this one is called Moody Black 992. Don't know if you can see that. Okay. This one is number 38, Night Owl, and this is Black NFA67 Lipstick Rouge. Yeah? I don't speak French. Okay, but it's by Absolute New York. And the Night Owl is by BSN. Go, you can see BSN, I don't know if you can. Beauty Scene of New York. And this one is by, well, it says it's enriched with vitamin E. That's a good thing. Nika Cosmetics. Not cosmetics. That's weird. Nika. I'm not saying the name is weird. I'm just saying it's my mother's obstetrician back then. His name was, if he's still alive, I'm not sure. Nika. It's just spelled different, but pronounced the same. So I'll show you the blacks all at the same time. Just hoping that I don't. This one's actually a little bit of a purple after a while when it stays on your lips. You know, when you pat down your lips or you wipe and you try to reapply, I wouldn't, because it just turns purple. This is really black, and this is a matte black. So again, they call them emos now, but I'm still called a goth child or goth baby. Well, not goth. No. I'm never like goth baby. If you guys don't know who goth baby is, you gotta check out. Gotta check her out. Ooh, wrong side. On her mom's channel on TikTok. I swear, if I ever have a daughter, I'm definitely would have Goth Baby be her play date for anything. But definitely, sorry about that, guys. That was my alarm to tell me to eat, but not right now. These are the colors of black that I have for my lips. But again, if you have never seen Goth Baby, I would tell you to go and check out her mom's TikTok or Instagram. And if you don't like her, I don't care because she is pretty much like any woman who does what a Latina woman does, plain and simple. So if you don't know who Goth Baby is, check out her mom, Rebby Sky, or Rebby Hardy, on her Instagram. I think it's still called Twitter, right? I'm not sure because I don't really use Twitter. Definitely on TikTok you will see Goth Baby. She's just so adorable. Anyway, next items. They're all lipsticks. These are by This is not ideal. They're all from BSN, and they all have vitamin E, and it says it's long lasting. This one is eight called Venom Rush Lip Candy number 17. Can you see that? Working with me today. And this one is number 6, Stacy's Red. Reminds me of the song Stacy's Mom. Maybe Stacy's mom has got it going on. Me, very gentle. The lipstick says. Again, rarely wear any lipstick. I work on. Oh, this was never opened. Let me just label and pop out the lipstick. These are lipsticks that were either given to me as a gift or I don't know. I'm very fortunate people say that I'm pretty, although I say otherwise. But that's with everyone. Gnarly. This is like a bloody red. And that's Stacy Red. It's pretty. Honestly, I don't know which is which, but for as long as the cover covers it, good. Not too particular with this one, but I do sometimes. I don't know if any of you do the same. There's like a lipstick that's a little bit not quite your forte. You'll try to use it either as eyeshadow or for the cheeks. So this way, if you're running late to work, this is one of those. It's like one of those skin type of. I'm not saying it's pretty, it's beautiful. It's just I'm picky. My mom was still here with me. She would definitely take this lipstick from me. Her favorite was always red. She always wore red, like pinkish, or in between the reds and the pinks. Another It Cosmetic. This one is in a size. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm sorry about that, y'all. My home phone was ringing and I didn't know who it was. Shall we continue? Is YBF. This was actually one of the products that my mother used to use. Unfortunately, you can see, I don't know if I saw my face, I'm sorry, but what you guys can see, she didn't use it at all. At all. Reason being, again, she's not with me. So for those of you who do have your parent with you, like I said, be grateful, even if they're not perfect. This is neutralizing powder. It's your best friend. That's the name of the company, I believe. Your best friend. It's very pretty, and she was lighter than me. Very light. Like a mix of both my mom and dad's skin tone. For anyone interested where my parents are from, my mother is from Puerto Rico. She was born in Rio Piedras, and my father was born in Mexico in a town in Guerrero called Huistac. It's near Morelos. If anyone knows where that is, or if you ever visited. And of course, with both parents who were exposed under the sun, again, I either tan well or my shoulders, like everyone else, sort of burn as red as a lobster. But yeah, that's where my parents are from, so you can understand the type of skin I have, where it doesn't matter how many ways it gets scarred, I heal very easily, and nicely. I don't, I mean, you'll see scars, but not anything that's too revealing. So, this is 0.39 blue eyes, really. My eyes are dark brown, so it's weird because purple is my favorite color. Doesn't matter the shade of purple. And these are the concealers. Of course, the darkness. This is a little bit gray-ish. This is a darker gray. I haven't used this quite a lot, as you can tell. NYC. I don't really use much of these products, but when I do, I do. And anyone who loves Urban Decay, I have to get another one. It's not as I don't know if this is pretty old, but it's still good. I still have some in here. It looks like, or if my focus is well endowed, but as you guys can see, no, actually, I bring her back a little bit, and then pull this table down a little bit. Okay. Because from my angle, I can see things from the top of my camera instead of below. Again, I'm a newbie, I'm not a pro, but we all learn from our mistakes. This is what it looks like against my skin tone. I guess I'm a fair medium. My mother was a light fair. Put this next to my mic. All right. Not sure if you can, but I'm sorry about my neighbors upstairs. Doesn't matter if it's during the day or the evening. The recording is just going to go through. Nothing that I'm going to edit. Everything is just going to be exactly as it is. So these two are the concealers I was talking about, where LA Girls Pro Concealer, both in HD. This porcelain. And this one here is green corrector for the red tones. I don't have much redness during the off season. What I call off season, I mean not the summer months, but I do have. I don't know if it's something that it's called, but the way how my family calls it, it's cherry birthmarks, not like regular freckles. It's more like a red, and I don't have them on my face, but I do have them. I'm gonna try and find one somewhere. They, well, it's the cherry birthmark that I have there on my arm. But I do have, um, but I don't have any on my face. So anyway, this is actually great coverage for under eye circles, and sometimes I would use the green corrector for under eye circles too, and a little bit around any blemishes that I have, which isn't much. And what I mean by it isn't much, I mean one side of my face has a little more than the other. But I do a lot of skincare routines for the different months. For anyone who doesn't understand, your skin is not the same during the either hot climate, cold climate, regular climate. Our faces really do take a toll. So it's always nice to moisturize and keep a nice clean palette. Or I should say, a nice clean surface for any of the palettes that are here. And if you see my camera moving, it's because I keep bumping into my tripod here. Now this one is by Decca Scarlet, and this is Feather Brow Clear. I don't necessarily need this much because my eyebrows are naturally thick in a sense. I don't have to tweeze it or, there we go. Oh, got a little bit of it on my hand. As you can see, it's clear. The pinky is clear. Gives the eyebrow a really good shape, and it'll hold it. You can tell. Now, if you hear any noise in the background, I live near the two main lines of the subway system. So this is called, the name is back here. Oh, I already said it. Feather Brow Clear. So the only time I actually would wear this, mostly in the summer, not because for any particular reason, but just so I like to keep the eyebrow a little bit more still in a sense. You know, it's hair, so you have to keep an upkeep. Now, obviously, you know what this is. This is cream makeup. If you only knew how many of these tubes I've gone through over the years, this is probably the best one. Cream makeup, bar and crema, or creme. Sorry. It's actually clown makeup that you use for Halloween. It's white. It doesn't say much of it. It says here water, washable. I'll see. Lava Label Fleur. I am hoping I pronounced that right, but it's the same thing, just and I think it's French or Italian, maybe. But part of my makeup. Now, for anyone who's trying to figure out the type of makeup I usually put on, it's not every day. But if it was Halloween every day, I actually have. So let's continue. Um, if I can find the other one, I probably am not going to. As I'm so sorry. I love these glitter. I know I have one silver somewhere. I think it's this one. And this is also by Deca Scarlet. This is more of a, it's this tone color of gold. More of a silver-ish. See that? More of a silver-ish. This one is by BSN. Gold number 5 and Sparkler. No, I have another one here. Just around it. Probably under here somewhere. Okay. Or I just may have it in another makeup box. It's in a clear, it's probably in a clear box that I have. Usually that's used for like shoes to store, but again, I found so much makeup, it didn't all fit inside this box. So that's what it looks like. This one time I'm gonna do this. Let's see how pretty that is. Make my focus be nice with me today. And we're gonna try. Now again, I don't really like using my hands. Oh, this is really thick. Ooh. But we're gonna do one like, oh. Now I see why Deca Scarlet's always winning. It's winning over every product that I can think of, with the exception of Mickeyage. I try to pronounce these names. I'm so sorry, and I apologize if I say it wrong, but okay. Now I know why. That's pretty. It's actually closer to this color right here. It's not too bad, actually. Wow. I'm more into the Deca Scarlet, especially for the eye area, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay. This, I've actually kept this. I don't use it at all. This was my mother's eyeshadow pencil by Signature Club A. What I did is most of her skincare products that she didn't use, and I used them on myself. And I tell you, one day I'll share with you my skincare products. It's ridiculous of how many products I do have. But again, our skin is different for every weather, every season. So this color, I believe, aubergine. Aubergine? Pronouncing that right? Aubergine? Probably not. But this was my mom's and I don't use it. If anyone ever used the signature A Club, B Club, C Club, I know there's different ones, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. We have more lipsticks. This one is by Mark. Mark is an Avon partner. This is Fiesta Beyond Lip Color. But this is a lipstick my mom never used. I did. I would take like a little lip brush and put that on. This was hers, and I don't use it. Nice to have it's nice to have some good memories. Again, I keep bumping in the tripod. Now this is another palette by Deborah Scarlett. Ooh. It already wants to come out. And this is we have another eyeshadow palette. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But I have a 21-year-old that I'm putting through college, and he's registering for classes, so that is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me is that child. Although there's a long story, but the one day I will share my family story with you. But right now, let's get back into the makeup. Anyway, these two eyeshadow palettes, I bought them off of the Wish app. I don't use it anymore because some of us in our neighborhood, or if it happens to you, our packages get stolen. So if there's anyone from Temu who is listening, the package handlers and the carriers need to know where they're delivering these packages. They just leave it in front of buildings instead of ringing the doorbell and doing their job. That is an FYI for anyone who has dealt with Temu, where it's best to just get in the building and just drop the package in front of the door. Amazon does it, UPS does it, FedEx does it if they're instructed well to do so. Keep up. And that's a positive thing. Not a negative, it's just some awareness. Anyway, this is by Ayla. 6 different glitter eyeshadows. They're the most shimmery, prettiest colors I've ever laid my eyes on. What's cool about these colors is you can actually wear different color contacts like gray or green, maybe hazel color, and you can put this on your eyes. Now, I think I have something in here that I can use. Show the. I know it was here. We'll get back to that. Where did it go? Hide. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I'm not even noticing I have eyeshadow brushes here. They need to be cleaned, but I will show you guys with this. This is actually by Real Technologies, or Real Techniques, sorry, by Sam and Nick. Sam and Nick, thank you. This is the base eyeshadow brush. Again, I inherited most of the things. Mama left. This is what some of these will look like. There are no colors. There are no names to these colors, so I apologize if you're trying to figure out what the name of these colors are. There isn't any. As I said, I love shimmery things. Which reminds me of a wave color. I don't know. Maybe because it's on my hand, it looks dirty. Black. Hmm. I don't really mind dirty my hands right now. That's what it looks like. I mean, it's just on here, but you guys get the idea. This is mostly for eyes anyway. Whether you want to put it under your eyes or in the corner of your eyes. There's this one. Just gonna do this one time. I'm so happy with this. That's better actually. Now this blue looks. It'll probably fall off or my eyes. Yeah. This is more like if you have like nieces or little sister or uh if you guys want to play dress up in makeup, this would be it because it washes off really quick. Make sure you hide your makeup away from you. Here's the little ones. Little brush strokes. Let me know if you guys can hear it. If not, then I will purchase a new mic in the coming weeks. Scarlet, this is actually a little bit more heavier than what I remember. But we'll read this after, and I will show you. And you can tell I have not even used this because the plastic is still on it. So this right here is Groove. The next is Coco, Cocoa, Obsessed, Crystallized, Insta Famous, and we have Dizzy and Undone. So we're going to read about number 12 edition. Oh, I got both editions. It says, and again, I'm drinking some water because it's important to stay hydrated. But it says, plucked straight from the runway. This edition is all about powerhouse pigments amped up with an edgy, icy glow. Statement eyes build the mood, start the obsessed, and go anywhere mauve with a smooth matte finish. Max out your midnight look with a slash of groove, blacked out purple hue loaded with metallic shimmer. The look is hi-fi looks, and there's no better way to hit high impact angles that have a sparkle of our new illuminating geodrops. Create a soft focus effect with crystallized or Rev up with Insta-Famous, a better than bold magenta. Frosted lip perfection is all yours thanks to Dizzy. A sparkly glimmer that takes you from low-key to luxe in no time. Night or day, we're all about hints of iridescence and plenty of glam. That's interesting. That is interesting. Dizzy is a lip. Wow. Okay, something new. I love the way how they um map out her face. Like a drawing within a photo. Crazy, I didn't intend for my video to be this long, but goodness. Okay, now this one, I'm not going to open it up. It's by LA Colors Shimmer Loose Eyeshadow. I've lost the brush to this. This powder you have to respect because it's so potent that when you open it, as you can see, even if I do this, sorry, it will come out and it will just dust your entire hand and whatever towel or sheet of paper you have. So we're not going to mess with that. We're going to get into another deck of Scarlet. I tell you, I don't use any of these products, but one day I will. One day I will. And before I even open it, we're going to read it up. It says in full bloom. Forget what you think you know. We're hitting refresh and reconnecting with nature. The look is perfectly imperfect, elevated but not airbrushed, and all the sexier for it. Think sunlit skin, wavy hair, and eyes on the sky. We're keeping it laid back, low key, and breezy, chick. Decamp to the great outdoors and empower your softer side with a palette of muted florals and glistening pastels that evoke simplicity at its finest. Bare but not hashtag basic, sweet but never sugary. You at your realist. Hmm. See if I can get it out because it's been so long. Give me a second here. It says special edition. There is no number to it. So let's see when I pop it out. Well, that was easy. There is no edition whatsoever. But it was assembled in the Dominican Republic. Okay. Each one must come with a mirror. Oh, I see. Don't. Has a mirror. See, it has a mirror. And of course, ooh. I guess because since everything was on top of it, I'm gonna try and keep it uh as pretty as you can. So, ironically, the first one's name is Whisper. Then we have Storm, Meadow, Earth, Garden, which is the one that isn't properly put into its pod. That's my fault. The next one is Barefoot, Fog, Blossom, Soleil, and Clover. I hope I pronounced Soleil right. If not, that's my apologies. I have not used this makeup at all. I haven't explored on. I haven't explored it. As I said, one day I will. I'm gonna keep it nice and tucked away. I don't want it to get any more damaged than what it is. I know I have another eyeshadow palette, but it's not in here. It's probably in the other. So we'll do that for another makeup video. And this is by far, sorry, one of my favorites. This is Proof is in the Pudding eyeshadow palette. This is an eyeshadow palette that I do use during the summer. You definitely can tell I use this in the summer. It's nice and shimmery. These are probably my favorite ones. This one I will use more for the nighttime. This I would use during the day. But I love these kind of browns because, again, seasons change and so does our skin. And I didn't mean that in any way. I'm just saying we tan different. I tan normal, in a sense, on my face. So we're going to go over their names. Rice pudding, chai pudding, bread pudding, butterscotched, spiced caramel, sorry, mango pudding, almond jelly, warm cocoa, nana pudding. This is the only giveaway I'm going to give you guys. That's what my family calls me. So you guys can't call me that. You guys can tell I always keep the plastics on top. So this way, nothing gets out of place. These are the type of eyeshadows I have. And now, we're down to the ingredients. I was actually looking for this. I mess around with the Akela eyeshadows. Oh, sorry. Back. Okay. Oh, this obviously is concealer by Bye Bye. Concealer by Cosmetics. It's a medium. Don't use it much as I have these other concealers. This is by Avon. It is another brow gel. Clear. You can tell. I don't know if my camera is focusing well on anything. Don't worry. And nothing's coming out of here. I don't think if anything did come out, that's my fault. If you saw my head, I'm sorry. Nothing came out, right? Nothing came out? Okay. Okay. And these are also by Your Best Friend. This is yellow base neutralizing face primer. Smooths and refines the appearance of your beautiful skin's surface, extending to wear of makeup. And this right here is the Golden Clean Bronzer and Baby Pink Blush. Now, I've always had trouble opening these things. Can you see that? It's really pretty. Perfect primer. Amazing how much makeup I have. And this is Starry Eyed Matte Liquid Eyeliner. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do eyeliner really well. But I said I think this is you guys can see that. We're gonna do this one time. Wanted to. I'm gonna turn my hand around. eyebrows. Like I could do things like this freehand wise, but if I put this on my eyes or even if I was to just decorate like Halloween, the way this is by Absolute New York and it is called Dark Side ASE08. In case you guys can't see, but usually with freehand I can do eyes and eyebrows. Can't draw noses. I can try and paint lips on my hand, but putting any of this like eyeliner, mascara, God forbid, it's a disaster. This is May Create Eyeliner. There's another eyeliner. And it doesn't really say where it's from. It's one of the shops. Oh, that's a brush. Yeah, I'm not too convinced with this. I don't know why I have it. Well, maybe it's for the makeup that I have for Halloween. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the time on my camera went. I'm sorry. I just love spending time with you guys. This one was another one of my mother's. I don't really like this pink at all. But if you guys want to know what this is, I can read the name of it. It is by Revlon. It definitely is by Revlon. You can see. Definitely. Clear. There's no name. There is no name. If you guys know what the name of it is, let me know in the comments in the bottom. This is my mom's. I'll open it. You guys can see what it, oof. See what I mean? This has its own powder in there. It's very green. I'm gonna take a little bit of it. And this is what this green looks like on my skin. I don't know about all of you. This reminds me of when you have a newborn and they have the green birthmark on the booty. I mean, it's been years since I've seen a newborn. And my kid is grown. My nieces and nephews are grown. My stepchildren are grown. So even their children are grown. Before any one of you start questioning how old I am, let's just say not that young, I'm not that old, I'm just stuck in the middle. And it's funny. But again, one day I'll show you my family tree. And okay. Of course, we have tweezers. Oh, I thought it was silver or gold. No, the gold one's there. This is the red one by BSN. Ooh. There's barely anything there. Now it's gonna go away. Makeup box is just different. I hope you guys can see this. I'm gonna put it right. Oh, so cool. Oh, I'm in love with it already. I am not carrying this away at all. This is fuchsia number 6. Red instead of pink. Can someone tell me what colors is inside fuchsia? And if it looks like this? Does it look like that? So pretty. Okay. Of course, we have an art liner. Oh, this is what it says. It looks like a mug. Oh, sorry. going on in and out of focus. It's a brown. I don't know. I didn't even think I had anything brown. Honestly, I wasn't going to test any of my makeups on my hand. I'm just so different from people. But then again, people could change, right? I'm sorry, I put out my middle finger. It's just, I guess that's where you see the most color. Made by NK Makeup. Not sure who NK Makeup is, but if you know, you know. And of course, I believe my camera angle is different from the angle. This illuminating glow drops. And the last item.